The umpire, the guy who calls every play. We ain't got no use for the umpire unless he calls a right.
Each spring and summer, thousands of kids in the Indianapolis area play Little League baseball, creating a need for hundreds of men and women to step behind the plate as Little League umpires. I spoke to the men behind the mask in one local league to see how and why they got involved in a mostly thankless job.
I started coaching my boys back when they were 5 or 6 years old, coach pitch baseball, and then they moved up to AAA and majors. And about the time they were 11 or 12, a lot of the parents were complaining about the volunteer umps, which was mostly moms and dads getting behind the plate without really knowing the rules. So a few of us were asked if we would kind of build an umpire crew, organized probably about a half dozen dads. So we started coming out and learning the rules and reading the rule book and going to some actual Little League clinics to try and improve the calling.
The Broad Ripple Haverford Little League consists of over 50 teams in 8 different leagues between baseball and softball. In all, they play about 50 games per week, a demanding schedule that requires a large staff of volunteer umpires. The league has roughly 15 adult volunteer umps, guys like Mike Brown, who's umpired since college and volunteers to give back to his neighborhood community. The league also makes use of 20 kids in its Mighty Ump program, which allows kids 12 and up to volunteer as base umps as a way to stay involved with the league once they're too old to play. While Little League is full of enthusiastic parent coaches and fans, a few parents may occasionally get a little too excited and get on the umpires if they don't like a call.
That's probably one of the hardest issues as an umpire, has had to deal with what I'd call unsportsmanlike conduct. And we try to remind the coaches, number one, that they're around 8-year-olds to 12-year-olds and we need to watch our behavior. I've umped for 5 years, and in the course of that time, I've probably only ejected 1 or 2 coaches over that entire time.
The Broad Ripple Haverford Little League season extends till mid-June, which means the volunteer umpires have a couple more weeks of work left. Reporting from Optimist Park, I'm Hotchkiss in SJC.